Pacific Ocean. I'm Chris Hassel, and joined by Deebo Samuel, the great wide receiver, running back, kick returner, the do-it-all man from the San Francisco 49ers, who's about 12 miles away, but he's joining us via the portal. Deebo, tell us what you're doing for Old Spice this week.
We're dropping a new lavender mint gentleman's blend deodorant, long lasting, and also a gentleman's blend body wash moisturizer, which is keep your skin smooth and smelling good.
Skin looks smooth, I can see. Showing a little bit of skin there with the shorty shorts here in beautiful weather in California. Deebo, you said that you want to be referred to now as a wide back because we've asked you, what position do you play? But we're a fantasy shop. We've got a lot of people that come to us for fantasy advice. Next year, what should you be? Should you be a wide receiver or a running back?
It's kind of hard to say. I would say I'm still a wide receiver, of course.
What point in your career did you, one, get the itch to start running the ball so much, and two, convince your coaching staff to start giving you the ball in the backfield?
I actually didn't convince them. They came to me and was like, "Hey, Deebo, we should hang you the ball a little bit this week," and it kind of grew as the season went.
What is your favorite thing to do on the football field? Because you do so much. What do you enjoy the most?
I really enjoy getting the ball in my hands. I love that the most.
You've caught a touchdown, you've run for a touchdown, you've thrown for a touchdown, you've returned kicks. You said that the next thing you want to do is to kick a field goal, like your position coach, Wes Welker, got to do in his career way back in the day. What's it going to take for you to convince your staff to let you kick it?
We got to be up like 30 in the fourth quarter for me to kick a field goal.
Deebo, let's go back to a week and a half ago, because I know, you were going to be here regardless here at the Super Bowl. I know you wanted to be here in a different way. But there's a lasting image from that game. You took it so hard on that bench, and OBJ came over to you to console you. What did he say, and what did that mean to you?
It actually meant a lot. It just showed the respect that we have for each other. At the time, I didn't know what he was talking about, but I called him later that week, and we kind of talked about everything from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. It's kind of hard, putting so much in the game and falling up short. But like I told him, he looked like himself, like he's been doing amazing things to help that team win, and it's just good to see him getting back to himself and healthy and moving around well.
You said at that moment you thought your football was done for the season, and then boom, you remembered, I got the Pro Bowl to play. There was a lot of talk about the tackling in the Pro Bowl and how to make the Pro Bowl maybe a better event for the viewer, for the game. What would you say, if anything, should be changed about the Pro Bowl?
I mean, I just look at it this way, not being selfish at all, or I'm just thinking for other players as well, because I've seen what other players have been saying. But you got to think about guys, risking injury. It's the end of the season, people about to hit free agency and people about to get new deals. It's like an all-star game. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you go out there and you have fun. You don't be out there trying to hurt each other or hit something as hard as you possibly can. It's just, I think I think it could have been played faster and a little bit more physical, but not, kind of hit each other hard as you can and this is that and the third.
A lot has happened just since that last game. You mentioned the Pro Bowl. You got stuck in an elevator for 2 hours and documented that on social media. And your offensive coordinator gets a head coaching position. Mike McDaniel goes to the Dolphins. What role did you play in him getting that job?
I wouldn't take all the credit, but what me and Mike talked about at the beginning of the season, you put in the work, You know, you get paid, I get paid, in the humblest way. But I talked to him for the past 2 days. I love that guy to death. Like, he's one of the best coaches I've ever been around. He's not just a coach, but he's a mentor, a leader. He's a guy that I would love to be around outside of the stadium.
I know you had a role in that because, you know, reports are that you had great things to say about him when the Miami Dolphins organization asked you about that. So that's pretty big of you to let your offensive coordinator, your guy, go and just kind of see it for what it is. He's succeeding, and you're going to succeed as well. I want to take you back a few years to your high school days. Class of 2014, Deebo, you weren't even a top 100 player at your position. A 3-star, which is great. I mean, a lot of people would kill to be a 3-star. But when we look at you now, we see we undervalued you a little bit at 24/7 Sports. What kind of journey has it been for you to go from that and having to prove yourself all the way through college and now to maybe the best weapon in the NFL?
I mean, I just look at it like this. I've always been an underdog from high school to college and my early young career in the league. I think everybody now are coming to their senses and seeing how really good I am.
We're playing some of the highlights from when you were in high school, Deebo. What do you remember most about those days, being a high school kid with everything still in front of you?
Man, just looking back at these clips that you guys are showing, it's just crazy. It just brings back so many memories about how many of these guys I still communicate with. You know, the head coach at the time, Mark Hodge, and we're closest as we ever been. I talk to him every week. He has a daughter that calls me his boyfriend. She's like 6, 7 years old, and even his kids.
That's great. Deebo Samuel, you can't put this guy in a box, but we did here with the Portal on CBS Sports HQ. Deebo joining us on behalf of Old Spice. Thank you so much, Deebo.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.